What's going on, everyone? All right, so we're talking about the RVLVR Clutch handle. Should you buy it? Yes. This is an essential purchase for your Zcam E2 flagship camera. Not only is this thing beautiful, it's highly functional. You have the start, stop, record button right here, and then you have two dials. One that you operate with your index finger, and the other that you operate with your thumb. Each of these dials, within themselves, the roll wheels, they have two separate functions. So I can change, for example, I've got the top roll wheel set to aperture. If I click it once, I can then adjust white balance with that. I click it again, I'm back to adjusting aperture. Same thing with the back wheel, you can set two separate functions to the roll button. The other thing that's really awesome about the click wheels is that they have a third function as well, where if you long press them for a second, they will activate a function that you have assigned to one of your function buttons on the camera. So whatever you assign to one of the many function buttons that you have available to you on your E2 flagship, the long press you can assign to activate one of those functions. So for instance, I believe I have this long press mapped to F1, and F1 is my image magnification. So while I'm filming, I just long press, I'm able to punch in to check focus, long press, punch out, and then I'm still good to go. The long press on my back wheel, I've mapped that to my scope tools. My scope tools or my exposure tools, excuse me. So I get to cycle through my false color, zebras, blue channel, and black and white. So I can do that really quickly. In using this grip, it's pretty simple. There's a USB-C connection down here, and then you have two link inputs. So you just connect the audio cable to the remote port on the back of your E2, and then you connect it to the grip like that. In order to set the function buttons and map the function buttons appropriately on the grip, what you do is you plug a USB-C cable into your grip, plug that into your computer, you download their software from their website, and then you just run the program and you're able to use the drop-down menus to select the appropriate functions for the grip. How this grip sits in the palm of your hand is really smart. It hooks it. It almost feels like you're holding like a giant jawbone or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's very fascinating. The buttons are very responsive. The wheels are very smooth to roll. It really does feel great in the hand. The one thing that I wish was different about the grip, and this is just for me, for my own personal ergonomics, is that I have very long, skinny fingers, right? And because of that, I kind of need extra material right here to just give me an added grip, because as you can see, my fingers just like hold right over. So when I'm gripping this thing, they're just pressing right against the gears and of the rosette. It's not like extremely uncomfortable. It's mildly irritating, okay? But it's, again, that's nitpick. There's still, even as I'm holding it, there's still a gap like in between my hand and the grip. Like I can fit my finger in between that gap. So what I might do is just, I don't know, like glue a pad or Velcro a pad onto this thing. I don't know. I'll have to customize it so it fits my hand better. So now we've got the RVLVR grip attached to the camera, and it really just allows the camera itself to become an extension of me, and I don't have to mess around with any additional buttons. I can record right here. I can change my aperture and my white balance. I can change my ISO. I've got everything that I need right at literally my fingertips, which is awesome. The other cool thing too is because I'm holding it this way, I can easily manipulate all my function buttons just with my thumb on my left hand. So it allows, I mean, just with this configuration, it's very compact, but it's also very usable. And then even if we were to then throw this up on a shoulder, we could put like an extension arm and then maybe mount this down here, and then even up on my shoulder, I can still reach up to grab, the function buttons here while I'm still manipulating the camera. So yeah, definitely like it. But as you can see in its configuration here, you can start to see how my fingers are like, how they're just mashing up against the rosette, right? And so I'm not sure if the intention of the design is to have your fingers be right there, or if you're supposed to be gripping your cage. So that's what I mean by I'm a little confused by the grip. I'm kind of used to the FS5 grip, where I felt like that just, my whole hand fit inside of this thing. This guy is just, it's just lacking material. And then even squeezing down on that, I can stick my pinky finger right underneath my hand. There's still a gap there. But that aside, because that's just, you can't make an all-in-one solution that is compatible for everyone's specific hand shape. I am very pleased with this. It's super smooth. It's very comfortable to hold. I just do wish that there was just a little bit more to it. Highly recommend this, especially if you're a documentary run and gun shooter. This is an essential purchase in combination with this camera if you intend to use this handheld at all. All right, hope this was helpful for you guys. If you found this enjoyable, definitely give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.